Thank you. Good evening, members of the board, Chowdhury College, faculty members, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and especially to you, graduating class of 2014. Like me, I realize that you must be sweltering in this heat, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible. Firstly, I would like to congratulate you for graduating from this wonderful institution. It's been almost 14 years since I was last on this college campus, and I must say the growth of everything around Chowdhury College has been quite remarkable. When Principal Gaonkar invited me to make this address, I accepted immediately. I thought to myself, wow, what a fantastic opportunity. I get to go back to college and take a bit of revenge on all those teachers who made me sit through countless hours of arduous lectures. Now here's a chance for me to lecture as long as I want, and these same teachers have to sit and bear it. No chance of escape. So I began writing this long, boring story of my life, 2 weeks. And 2 weeks later, when I was on page 225 of my revenge speech, my wife suddenly reminded me that this was actually supposed to be a graduation address, and that I need to be giving an entire group of young graduates meaningful life advice. That's really when I began to panic. What advice could I give young graduates who have had the luxury of being taught by teachers who have a wealth of experience in academia and their own personal lives? What could I have learned in 35 years of my life that every single teacher in this college could not give you in a 60-minute class? The truth is not much. So instead, I decided to use my few minutes of fame to get a little nostalgic and tell you something about my time at Chowdhury College. To be completely honest, I wasn't what you call a model student, not even close. I didn't study that much, and as Dr. Savan just reminded me, I spent more time on the basketball court than in the classroom. My entire college experience can probably be summarized by attending lectures, playing lots of sport, running around photocopying my colleagues' lecture notes before exams, and studying for 48 hours straight before a paper to try and get through to the next year. You see some young graduates all nodding their heads. They all know this. I did, however, learn a lot from my time in this college. In fact, there are two particular events which I experienced at Chowdhury College which have had an enormous influence on my life and defined the person I am today, and I'd like to share these with you. Firstly, it was the impact of a professor and my dissertation project in my final year. I was meandering along, trying to do just enough to pass by, when I started a class on econometrics in my final year, coincidentally taught by Vice Principal Dr. Travaso. When I was looking for a project for my final dissertation, Dr. Travaso suggested a project on event management, a completely unheard of field in the 90s. The project involved researching events around Goa and understanding the nuances of their marketing and commercialization. I started off the project and fell in love. It was a field which captivated me and something that I got very passionate about. My first job out of management school was in a sports marketing company. And 12 years hence, this field is all I know, and probably the only thing that I'm really good at. You will all go out to the corporate world and find jobs. What I wish and hope for each one of you is that you choose and find your career in something you love, something you are passionate about, and something that makes you want to jump out of bed every morning. The second memorable experience from my time at Chowdhury was around the impact that sport had in my life. I played a lot of sport when I was in Chowdhury. This college has this wonderful platform for promoting sport and for demonstrating the value of sport in a student's life. This wonderful football field is a perfect testament to that. I love playing team sport, and in particular the sport of basketball, which I've made my career in now. There's so many lessons you inadvertently learn in playing sport that I only realized how impactful it was later on in my life. You have to learn to collaborate and work as a team. You have to trust your teammates. You have to share, you have to be disciplined, and you have to work hard. And very, very importantly, you have to learn to win and to lose. In the 3 years I played for the Chowdhury College basketball team, we had a fantastic team. We won most games and reached the finals of the state championship every one of those 3 years. We also lost every one of those 3 finals. Losing those games, especially the last final, at that time was a really painful and frustrating moment in my life. It just tortures you. You work so hard, you work as a team, and then you lose. In hindsight, it also turned out to be one of the biggest learning experiences in my life. I learned to accept defeat graciously And more important, I learned to use defeat as a motivation to become better. I learned that every challenge or setback in your life, however major, is an opportunity to improve and an opportunity to learn from falling just short. The reality is, for you young graduates, when you go out in life, you will lose more times than you win. There's absolutely no shame in losing. But what will define you and your legacy in this world is how you fight back and how you get better. Some of the things that I'm proudest of have come after some of my biggest setbacks in business and in personal life. And I believe I got this ability to fight from defeat in playing basketball here and losing a few games. The reason I'm going about the virtues of my less than successful academic stint in Chowglaze is to share with you the profound impact that things outside of academia can have in your personal life. And to also emphasize to you a very important fact of life. The fact that the importance of your graduation and completing your degree can never be understated. It's a wonderful achievement that you've done. Life is not a similar goal. Life isn't something you try to complete. It's something you have to experience. Everything around you that you experience, from the high of graduating today to simple frustrations like getting drenched in the rain while trying to make it in time for class, are life experiences and experiences that you will get to learn from. 10 years from now, you will look back at your time in this very college and look at various things that you have experienced and inadvertently learned from. A lot of these experiences will be academic, some a lot more mundane. All will forever have altered the course of your life and defined the person you are. You know, the funny part is that as you get older, you stop experiencing, you start predicting. As you get older, it's more difficult to have an open mind. Consequently, you lose your ability to learn from. Into a field that was completely underdeveloped and had really no clear pathway of future. The only thing that I can think of which got me going was I was young and maybe I was even foolish. But I followed my passion and I wasn't afraid to do so. Don't ever lose that youthful spirit. It's what will allow you to believe in yourself. It's what will help you define your own version of success, and it's what will ensure that you carve your own path in this world. You young graduates have this wonderful opportunity to truly experience and succeed in the world today. Chowglaze has given you the platform. Your family and friends will give you your support. Your youth will give you your courage. But you and only your belief in yourself will determine your future and your living legacy. Congratulations again, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you.